Hey, today we're going to ask AI to plan 5 nights of meals for us. And we're going to mix them up into beef and chicken and pork and all that, and even vegetarian, and just find out what AI produces for us. And then I'm going to make those meals for us this week. All right. So I'm Robin, and welcome to my channel. This channel is all about preserving some history as well as learning about new technology, using AI for people like me who are kind of new to all this. I'm not a tech wizard, I'm not a chef, I'm just combining these two things. One I'm interested in, genuinely interested in. The other one, I love to cook. And of course, being a grandmother, I am very excited to be able to bring some heritage, if you will, and some legacy for my grandchildren about me and about our family and about cooking, all right? So let's go ahead and get started.
So I went to ChatGPT and I asked some basic questions. And of course, the more specific you can be, the better. Is create me 5 dinners, 5 ingredients or less. And boom, here's what it came up with. I had never even had any of these meals before. You know, you can look at those and see it was amazing. 2 chicken, 1 with ground beef, pork chops. I'd never tried that. I'd never had this spaghetti before. Garlic, Parmesan chicken sounded fantastic with broccoli. So all these things happened very quickly, but I noticed then I had to stop and ask ChatGPT, well, hold on a minute. There's some other things I'd like to have. Like I'd like to have, more specificity with ingredients. And also, by the way, can you create me a shopping list? So I continued to ask questions as we went through, and it just kept taking those 5 recipes and breaking it down. It was $84 for all of those recipes, 20 different servings, and it even gave me some budget tips at the end that was very, very helpful. So I was absolutely shocked at just how quickly that happened. But let me actually show you.
Okay, so the first recipe we're going to try from ChatGPT is garlic Parmesan chicken. I love the simplicity of all of this. And the fact that the recipes really are just very straightforward. They're nothing too crazy. I love how when I asked for just 5 basic ingredients, that's exactly what I got. So all I'm doing is I'm putting salt, pepper, and some garlic, because those are the typical seasonings I put on just about everything. I think the recipe said to put a little bit of olive oil. I don't have any regular olive oil, so I'm just going to be using spray, which is just sprays like olive oil. All right, so we got a little bit in the pan there. And then we're just going to stick the chicken in here, and we'll do it one side at a time. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the recipe said 1.5 pounds. And I typically let this cook for 5 to 6 minutes on one side, and then we're going to flip them over. And I'll salt and pepper and garlic powder on this side as well. What I'm going to do next is sort of deviate a little bit from the recipe. The recipe also gave an alternative to maybe make like a creamy sauce for it. So I'm going to do that right now, okay, by just adding a little bit of half and half, because I don't have any heavy cream, a little bit of cream cheese, low-fat cream cheese, and broccoli, garlic, and then I'll add the Parmesan cheese last. So now that I've added some half and half, I've also added a half a block of low-fat cream cheese. I'm going to be adding this beautiful browned chicken back into the pan. And one of the alternatives on the recipe says for 4 cups of broccoli, fresh broccoli florets. I didn't have any, so I'm using a 20-ounce bag of frozen broccoli, which I'm going to just throw in now. Ooh, that looks beautiful. All right, so we're going to get that all heated up, and once it's all heated up, then I'll come back and we'll sprinkle it with all the Parmesan cheese, and we're going to give her a taste test. Okay, so I've added a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and you know the old adage is measure with your heart. So I did measure half a cup, but I think I really want a little bit more. So you do you, okay? So I'm going to tell you this is one of the prettiest dishes I've ever made for dinner. And one of the things I absolutely love about this dish is not only is it pretty, it was simple, it was easy, 5 ingredients or less, but take a look at that. That is beautiful. Garlic Parmesan chicken in 1 pot, all right? And recommended and provided to you via me from ChatGPT. So we have, ChatGPT has given us 5 recipes, 5 ingredients, Those were just the rules. And so you vote for what you think we should do next. Salsa verde chicken tacos, Korean beef bowls. I've never had either one of those. Honey mustard pork chops. I've never had that. And the last one was creamy tomato spinach pasta. All right, so vote and tell me which one you want us to try next. So dinner turned out absolutely amazing. I was blown away about how fabulous it tasted. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, learning more about AI and how it can affect and impact in a positive way our everyday lives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.